What's up everyone, it's Kieren from the Stiffs, and today I'm finally bringing you episode 3 of top 5 low profile base locations. Now sorry, I always take quite a while to get through these, to bring them out, so if you really want more, just let me know. Now we've hit 545 subscribers as of today making this video, and I'm really happy with that. So I'm going to ask you all, if you haven't subscribed already, please click that subscribe button. We're so close to 600 subs. Anyway, forget all that, let's get on to the video. So today, we're doing the centre, which is a change obviously. I'm going to aim for 2 episodes per map, and then we'll see if you guys want more. Only a slight change to the format of the video today, but you'll see that in a minute. So we'll start off with location number 1. Just to help you guys figure out where we are. There's the iceberg, there's Green Knob, and we want to head left down here. Now before I get right into it, I just want to explain that if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen these type of videos before that I do, I like to show everyone the way to the location first, just so everyone knows where it is, because we've had a lot of complaints about that. And also, these bases are aimed at people that tend to be small tribe sizes, looking for a base that they might need to start up with, or hide from an alpha, any kind of reason. A lot of these may be aimed at player dedicated, a lot of these may be aimed at official. I like to really try and experiment and try and aim at as many people as I can. Some of these bases you'll see are purely for like a solo player that are so minimalistic just to hide from someone, and some of them might be a crazy sized tribe. I'm just trying to aim at as many different people as I can. But anyway, so you come from Green Knob. And this one I always do get a little lost, but I'm pretty sure it's just down here somewhere. You know what? I fooled myself already. You come to the big flat... No, I am right. You come to this flat patch of land. This is a popular base location in general. And then you just sweep around the edge down here. I didn't know about this beauty. I only found it out recently. And look at this. Location number 1. Now let me tell you why I like location number 1. I like caves. Caves are perfect, they're low profile. This one in particular is one that I don't know if you guys know a lot about, but I do not know a lot about this cave. And because of that, I like to think there's no real reason for anyone to head down here. There's no artifact. There are a couple metal nodes, but other than that, there'd be no reason to come down here. Why would you go out your way to hit 2 metal nodes in the middle of nowhere? And as you can see inside the base, we've got all the basics that you need from, which is why this one's probably aimed at a player dedicated server, but it could be official. I mean, when you look inside, you can see there are multiple structures that a tribe would need: fabricators, storage boxes, pedestals. You could put fridges in here if you wanted, forges, smithies, everything. And if you look outside, there's still a lot of cave space. So if you wanted to fit tames in here, you could. And just as a heads up, this isn't me telling you how to build. This is me giving you an example of how to build in these locations. So it sort of sparks your imagination and helps you understand why this is such a good spot. And I like to do that because, you know, I like to win over the hearts of the audience, you know. I put in extra effort other than other YouTubers oh Jesus, something in my throat there, who don't like to build. Anyway, because they're lazy. Anyway, let's focus on the video. Yeah, you could, I'm not saying, like I said, this isn't how you have to build. You could build differently. Maybe whack the base at the end here and the tame storage at the back. Whatever you want to do. I also added lampposts just to kind of, it was quite dark in there, so I wanted you guys to be able to see. That doesn't mean you should have lampposts. Usually I disagree with any kind of light because it gives away your position. Anyway, for the coordinates, 46.5, 14.2. Let's get on to the second location. Okay, so for this second location, as you can see, I'm heading from Green Knob, from where we last were, to the centre island. Now follow my path, I guess. And while we get to the location, I'd like to give a little bit of backstory. Before I played official, I used to play on a lot of player dedicated servers with my friends, a small tribe of about 4-5 on occasion. We used to play on this one server called Expo and Arc server, It was a great server, and it was very, very, very competitive. And this is when the centre was new. So at the time, all these waterfall bases were low profile. A lot of people didn't know about them, and now they've been quite exposed. However, there's one that I would recommend a lot, and you can see from where I come from. There's the ramp there. You want to fly in behind the water, so of course that's always an advantage. And then this one, I tell you, I absolutely love, because one, it's huge. There's a lot of space in here, and it's tucked away. And the purpose that we used this for was the sort of road to alpha, the race to alpha. You'd start off on the server, you'd fly in, you'd have this low profile base so you don't get hit early. You store up metal, you grind, you do everything, you craft until you're ready to move out. And this was the perfect spot for it. People would rarely ever come here, there's no reason to, unless they're looking for trouble. And as you can see, the sheer space in this, look at that, it's lit up with turrets, it looks great. Now, the way I built it was the kind of layout that me and my tribe used to do. Let's see if we can get in there. Oh my god, just as a heads up, my birds are on crazy movement speed, so that's why it's kind of hard to control. If you haven't already realised, the new format of my videos now, which I'm trying to make kind of look a bit more professional, is a nice sort of cinematic slow pan of the bases, as opposed to me flying around them in loads of different ways. So if you prefer these nice slow pans, helping you sort of see the base in a much more cinematic way, please, please, please hit that like button. As I mentioned a second ago, I built this the way that me and my tribe used to build it, so obviously build it your own way. But just to highlight some of the key benefits, look at all these forges. Now, bear in mind, there's all these forges in for smelting your metal, and you've still got all this space on the ground floor for tames. Obviously, on a play dedicated server with millions of weight, you're probably going to use just birds in here, and that's great. But just look how many birds you can fit in. And on the top floor, there's still tons of space. I mean, as you can see, there's tons of storage. There's your crafting essentials. You might think that this base was built in a very obscure way, but that's just because the cave has a lot of obstacles, I guess. There's a lot of corrupted spots where you can't build, so bring a lot of extra structures if you want to build here. For the coordinates, we have 43.1, 41.7. For the third location, we are heading from the center island towards Redwood. Now this location is a bit more ambitious for me, I think. It's not quite so low profile, it's more just a spot where I doubt anyone's going to be looking for a base. However, I would advise anyone who's building this to build it a bit smaller than I did, and that's purely just because in these videos I try and really sort of hit the peak of the sort of peak of discreetness, I guess. Really trying to push the boundary of what is low profile and what isn't, just trying to get that happy middle ground of just the furthest you can go with it. But yeah, as you can see, this one is another good base. A lot of people tend to like in these videos bases with dino gates, just because obviously you have the tame storage. But yeah, all in all, this one's a sizable base, and obviously from the size you can tell that all the essentials are inside. You can comfortably fit your crafting essentials, your beds, everything, as well as plenty of room for tame storage. Some of you might say in these videos that you don't like the way I do my wiring. Nobody's actually said it yet, which is great, but I just still like to point out that this isn't the way I do my wiring, it's just purely for time. I make these bases as quick as I can just to highlight that a base can stand here. As for the coordinates, 56.1, 31.9. As for location number 4, we've just come from location number 3 around the corner, and we're here. This one is tiny, so it's aimed at literal solo players or someone looking for a spot to, I guess, store loot. But I tell you, oh cheers mate, interrupting my video. Anyway, I tell you, absolutely nobody will see you in this location. You can see it's got this little bridge here. If you fly to the corner, oh, this is absolutely perfect. I forget how good this is. Look at this. No one's going to see that. So, oh dear. You may be wondering why this forge is on the top. I could fit all this on the inside, and I thought, what if you're on a player dedicated and you want some forges? whack them on the top and still nobody's going to see you. Look how low down we are in this. It's great. And you might think, do I need my bird to get down here? No, you can walk straight up. Absolutely perfect. Oh, that's the wrong thing. In terms of coordinates, 60.4, 23.4. Not a lot to say about this location, but you solo players will love it. And just to show you how good it is, look at that. No one's ever going to see that. And even if you fly to a point where you can see it, it's only the forges that kind of give it away, but even then, they just look like rocks. On to location number 5. So, I remember when the centre first came out, living on the edge of the map was kind of the thing to do. But since then, everyone knows that if you want to lay low, you just live on the edge. And as a result, I've tried to avoid the edge. But I was having a little look around because I haven't really been around the edge of the map since they brought out the redwood and stuff. So I was looking for, I guess, something new. A location that sort of, well, shocks me or surprises me. And I kept flying around here. Hopefully my bird will be quick enough and hopefully I can find it again. I found an absolutely massive location for number 5 that's low profile at the same time. And as you guys know, if you've watched the series already, for episode 5 I like to really sort of go out on a limb and impress you guys. Now this one should impress you guys because it is absolutely massive. Right, as of now, we're at 89.8, 17.9. Now this one, I haven't fully built because I thought perhaps I should dedicate an entire video to this base. So let me know your opinions, if I should make another video. Smash that like button if you liked it, because this base is gigantic. It is literally, it could be any tribe size, anything, especially on a player dedicated server. Look at this. Holy, when have you ever built a low profile base location and put a behemoth gate on it? I haven't even taken up all the area. I mean, I'll show you inside, but yeah, I haven't done anything. I just got scaffolding up from when I was building. But yeah, there's not a lot to say about this location other than it's amazing. It's huge. Think how many turrets you can line up on that. That's an Alpha Tribe base, easy. Just to give you guys the official coordinates. 90.7, 21.3. So, as you well know, top 5 low profile base locations means that was the last one, and it's the end of the video. As I've mentioned quite a few times this episode, please hit that like button, please subscribe. The channel is doing so well right now and I'm overwhelmed. And there's a lot planned for the channel, huge things to come, so it can only really get better from now. So I encourage you all to subscribe because the content is only going to get better. Thanks so much for watching. It's Kieren from the Stiffs. Peace out.